Welcome to OFB FPL, your place for premium FPL content.
Good night, fellas.
Good night.
Good night.
What's going on? Well, Timmy, me and you, we are no camera tonight.
Boy, I have a camera here, and for some reason it's saying it's on, and it's not on always. So I don't know what's going on. How they get it changed.
Hey, boy. So me,
Pressure.
What's going on here, see?
I did.
They say use the FPL champ on the corner.
Could never be. Could never be. FPL champ, don't forget 2 weeks straight, boy.
It's happened to the rest of us, man.
It does. Trust me. Not too long ago, it was last game week. I forgot to make my transfers. Actually, I didn't forget. I got up to make transfers early in the morning.
Yeah. Last
come
game
back
week, the same thing happened to both of us. I missed the deadline.
Yeah.
So, but this week, actually, I forget clean, dog.
Yeah. But so it's good. Very good.
For the people on the pod, we are here representing from Bego, quite from Bego. We got Messi on the pod.
I hold the front island.
Yeah. Supporting Chelsea, but we need to talk about Chelsea today.
Yeah. Let's forget that.
Some wounds that you
Yeah,
have to overcome.
them wounds still fresh. We ain't talking about that too.
So I find the man who get the most out of all of we here this game. We should push up the team first.
So that you Timmy
Nah, I know that better.
Okay.
This week was a bad week for me though, big man.
It was a bad week for me too,
Who
but
get over 60?
I guess 61.
Right. Push the team first, brother.
Well, I didn't even watch my fantasy until the whole game was done because I was so vexed. But standouts, I get Chent, Romero, Rudiger, 6 clean sheet, Kulusevski, 12 points from Kuli, Salah, captain, 10 points, Odegaard, 7, Kane, 10 points. Luckily, Thomas and I come on for like a few minutes. I get like a 1 point there, and that'll be 2 zeros. Finish on 61. So yeah, that my score there.
You next up, Kwan. No, I had a horrible week, but I wish I didn't even have to show my team.
Yeah, we know you had a horrible week.
Yeah, what happened, right? Yeah, so what happened with this.
Come, let me talk. You say what happened after. Let me show my
no
team now, brother. Right? So, my standout is the Tottenham boys. Lloris with 10, Chris Kevin with 12, Captain Kane with 20. As I can see, I think I didn't minus 8 because I believe man, he was going on. Actually, let him talk about that now. But the only player who I took the minus speed for and pull off was Shah. Because I had 2 transfers from the game before. So I brought in 4 players with the minus 8. So that was Shah, Owen, Mateta, Fernandez. And well, Brentford play out the skin and West Ham, yeah. Let's start a little there, man. That can't pass it.
How much points he get? Because I don't see it when he share. How much he get, is he?
You go scroll back up.
Yeah. A man was passing that whole card. Anyway. So,
60 way, but can't come now, man. I make 1 more point than you.
I feel like I'm not showing my points today. I feel like my points not showing.
Huh?
If you go skip my points today.
It's a declaration, so I really get 52. You understand?
Well, I understand.
Yeah.
But that's still, above, at least above average.
Yeah. I just vex. Let me tell you what I do here. I say, well, I don't know what's going on in that City game. I don't know if Cancelo is going to get points, right? But I tell myself, Nori going to start. So I said, let me play story Nori, and if Cancelo get you come on.
Yeah.
This man bring on Nori if I want 1 point in it.
Yeah, but I needed that 1 point anyway. Sorry.
I think of man, as I see anyway, I could have got all 5 points from Cancelo. Anyway, let me move on. Yes, Timmy, show your team there.
Just so. Right, you're seeing my team, right?
Yeah. Nah,
Right, so
well, no. Sorry. I top now
we're,
there.
we're seeing.
You top now there. Go up. Go ahead.
Right, so we wouldn't talk about this 30. Well, we will talk about this 31, right? Basically, what happened was my intention this week was really to use my wild card now. And I had a really, really, really busy week. And I keep saying, I have stuff to do today. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And then on the day of the deadline, I had put aside a time frame to get it done in terms of using my wild because I don't want to use the wild card and pick players for this game week and then not really investigate coming game weeks and plan properly because remember it's a double game weeks in I think this week is a double game week at 36 and 37 is double game week. So I was trying to build the team properly and also I still have my bench boost. So I wanted to incorporate having players for specific weeks to use my bench boost and well before the season ended. So what ended up going on is I had gotten really busy the Friday morning, and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to rush and make my transfers to try and get points this week and mess up my wild card. And I just made two random transfers last minute before the game week ended with my team, and then I was like, if I don't get points this week, that is what it is. I'll make it back because I rather suffer this week than suffer on my wild card. I have to suffer for the rest of the season.
To me wait.
That makes sense.
But to me wait. You still have your wild card? What?
Right?
Just my get you boy.
So yeah, I didn't want to waste the wild card. I really didn't want to. So I say here's what we got. That's how what happened. It is what it is. I message Quan. I say, boy, I feel like this week because of how it is a man scene, I will just captain whoever. So I captain, so I captain Saka. I was like, I got captain Saka. Wait,
Yeah, you wild.
and he was like, boy, try and see, I message you one too, and he was like, go ahead. Because he was like, he don't really matter, he beaten up. At the end of the day, it is what it is, what happens. And well, we see what happens. So this ain't gonna happen again.
You want
But-
give up, eh? So that's why you tell it.
No, but to be honest, it was poor planning. I'm not going to make no other excuses like
But
boy.
if I was you though,
Mhm.
I would have more chances on Havertz because Havertz been in kind of good form. I mean, Southampton was looking.
Quan and I were talking about that, and I said, Quan, I wanted to cap him, and I studied rotation because remember you had Real Madrid to play this week, and I was like, I doubt you will play him versus Real, and then come and play him here, and then play him again versus exactly. So
and then Lukaku miss out, so
exactly because Lukaku was injured, so I was just like,
yeah.
I don't want to take that chance. I rather get two than probably he come on and I get one or something like that now. You understand? So, or at least three, because Arsenal supposedly was in form. But I done it Arsenal. Yeah, I done it Arsenal.
Them injuries messing up Arsenal. Party out, Tierney out, Tomiyasu out.
And they're playing Lokonga as this CDM when he's not. We talk about that on the Guru Football Pod.
So then I was thinking about capping Salah, but Salah form kind of shaky, and I knew that City was coming to play out of the liver strings to this game. So I was like, next thing he feels, so I was like, well, I'm gonna try with Arsenal. And to be honest, I didn't expect Cody and them to get touch up. To be honest, I didn't expect that. I had Cancelo on the bench, and I was annoyed because my first choice was playing Cancelo and Trent. And I was like, boy, you will get points out of the two of them. And I was having discussions with everybody. And I was like, boy, I go with Trent to whip in a ball, get points of. And I was just like, probably. I honestly thought Liverpool would have. Because to me, Liverpool didn't really play. I think City was just wasteful in that game. And that is why the game ended up how it was. I don't feel like Liverpool did as much as people think they did. So I expected them to do more. So that's why I played Trent over Cancelo. And it was a horrible week, an absolutely horrible week, but where we move. Right now, I'm just hoping to stay afloat, right? And end up, Quan, you know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, that's basically it for me. So, I will be using my wild card this week and try to make up those points.
All right. So, yes, go by thing, So, well, let's move to the fixtures. So these fixers looking for the double gaming territory because it does have double gaming in it actually has, yeah, Leicester. I think Man U has a double game week. Newcastle too, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah, Newcastle
Newcastle,
too.
and I think
Burnley.
Burnley
yeah,
have a double
Newcastle.
game week too.
Yeah, Burnley. Right.
Yeah.
So let me go into it. So Saturday first up, Spurs versus Brighton. We don't know what's going on here.
Brother,
So,
brother, one moment, please. Here's what's going on. By the way, you notice I didn't have Kane and Son in my team. I was supposed to mention that as well. Just a quick go back.
you playing with fire.
No. That was part of the wild card, Kwan. But you can't just do a whole remember I was on a hiatus for a month and something. I just basically like 2 weeks ago started to play. So the transfers take time and I wasn't gonna rush the wild card knowing it had double game is coming. I was waiting for confirmation and stuff. So I just brace and hope Spurs and beat people too bad and, and try and catch them. So I was supposed to catch them this week with both of them. And both of them will be in my team going forward with fixtures like Brighton, Brentford, Leicester, Burnley, and Norwich. Definitely, both of them will be in my team. I'm really upset about Doughty, but that is life.
Yeah, Kulu, fix spot for you.
Yeah, we will see. But don't heavy these Spurs, but we know what gonna happen here and that kind of stuff. That we just be calm and collective. Right? Don't heavy it at all. But
I
go ahead.
just saying, we know what going on here, right? Spurs is going to be Brighton, right? We know who are the Spurs. I didn't know how to ask or the whole watching on the Spurs team. The Spurs men, you already know the front three is the men it's supposed to be in your team. If you don't have them, well, you're playing because I playing two because I only had two. Because I Loris, because so I can't have all three, right? Only watching anybody for Brighton because I not.
Nah. Sure enough. I Cooley and Kane and I play, but I have Romero as well.
Yeah.
I think I'll play all three.
Yeah, why not? To be honest, I captain Kane for all I know. To all them double game, I still captain Kane.
I'll be honest with you. Son, in the last 2 weeks,
But
in the last
I don't have Son. I can't get Son.
yeah, you can't get Son.
Yeah,
Same-
I have
same
three.
as
I have
me.
three already. I have Loris, Kulu, and Kane.
Anything but you are Salah too?
No, I don't have Salah. I sell Salah for
I'm
Kane
not
long
going
time.
and say sell Salah, but alright, cool.
Yeah, and that was the best decision I ever made for the season so far.
Yeah, boy. I still have Salah, but it's a tough one, boy. It's hard.
Yeah,
You see the form he been on, boy. I know it's a little rough patch, but it's hard because I know Liverpool in the race now, but I keep
yeah.
telling myself all Salah need is just one to catch back in,
And let me
Catch
tell
back
you,
in now.
let me tell you too. Before Timmy talk, you see that Man U game, Salah might even play because they have City Saturday. So I'm very sure he's going to play City Salah in that game and probably rotate the front three like he do today.
Nah, I doubt. And the reason I doubt in that is because yeah, they have City on the weekend, but remember, it's not that time of the season for kicks in. Because
It isn't.
remember,
It
they
isn't.
and
But
Liverpool, they and City going at it. I see in more rotation in the Champions League than in
you
Than
should,
in the
the
because
Premier
yeah,
League, yeah.
correct.
you sure, boy? Because that front three show today that they could still score. They could score goals
Yeah,
without
but
Salah.
that is Benfica, and as much as our relegation
Yeah, but
team,
this is Man U.
I
no,
mean,
that I know
they're
man
horrible,
say,
eh?
but it don't
They're
matter.
horrible, but
You
still.
don't play for slips.
I
You
know
don't
it's
play.
true. It's true. But I just saying that I could see it happening. I just saying, and it's not like Salah on form where Klopp feeling like he obligated to play Salah. Salah isn't on form, right? So it's possible that he don't have to play Salah against Man U. Most likely you play him against City. Yeah, but understand? I just saying, right? If I had Salah and I had the option to move him into Son, I do it. Trust me, I do it. Trust and believe. But
Um,
I move on to the
I
next game.
agree. I was going to share something with Hezron about that whole scene with selling Salah. Just my
Mm-hmm.
experience last season. I will never forget Salah went on a drought for a very long time. I think the one at a point he got for about 12 game weeks or 13 game weeks was when he came on for the half an hour and he scored, I think it was 30,
Yeah,
30 something
yeah.
points, right? Outside of that was
Mm.
just ones and twos down the road. Bro, you have 7 game weeks ago, whatever position you're in, unless you have a miracle, you're going to most likely finish within that position. Take the chance. It can't hurt you, you go learn. You understand? Take the shot, sell Salah, and you go learn. You
Yeah,
understand?
because
Take the
let
chance.
me tell you, I looking at it this way. Spurs were top 4 too, right? And Son on fire though, right?
Mm.
And but you can't get him now because he already had 3, right?
Exactly.
But for anybody
But
else
I,
who's watching, to me, if you could bring in Son and you could sell Salah for Son, I do it because Spurs only play for Prem. Liverpool still playing for FA Cup, Champions League, and Premier League, and they want all 3, and it's possible for them, right? Son is going to play game week in week out, normal because they have nothing else going for them, and he's on form. And he's cheaper than Salah. So if I could buy Son and still get him Salah points, plus use that extra money and bring in somebody else who could give me more points too. Why are you doing it? I was doing it. Right now I wasn't bad. Trust me. Trust. But anyway, let's move on to this relegation scrap, which is in next game day. So yeah, up next we have
Man,
Manu and Norwich. Manu is fighting for the their lives right now.
Manchester United go and do the same thing they always do: deceive and fail. So I would say, to be honest with you, Arsenal assets sell all, Man U assets they're too
Oh
expensive, sell all.
gosh, to be like do it one by one now, brother. Right? Both of us have Man U assets right now on our team. And I have the most expensive one, right? And we're not the most expensive one. I have the second most expensive one, which is Bruno, and I'm very upset.
I had the most expensive one, which I'm
You have
very upset.
Cristiano?
Boy,
Well, alright. We'll live in the same boat. Actually, you have 2, because you have Sancho too. Right? Alright now, Flowers. Well, do sell Salana. Do sell Salana. You have son in your team, Flowers? But yeah.
he sounded like Buffon last year, boy. Because I was having a conversation with Buffon, and Buffon said, boy, you're mad. Sell Salah never. Think, boop, boop, boop. He come. All right, cut. That was a good decision. Yada, yada, yada. So
let
he
me,
can
let
keep
me tell
him.
you, let me tell you, Flowers, since I sell Salah for Kane, I have not regretted it. And Kane has outscored Salah since,
every week.
right?
Every week.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, I go back to the game there. So, Manu, me not expecting nothing from Manu in this game.
You see what Alex
You
saying?
see? You see what Alex saying? Best decision he ever made. I'm telling you. And right now, Kane Spurs is flying, right? Like even Kulu gained 12 points. Like Kulu gave me 12 points last game.
And they
I
have
got a
real
captain
nice
Kulu.
fixtures.
Yeah.
Real nice fixtures.
Mane take when Mane
What
win
son,
the
Naji?
AFCON day. Mane win the AFCON and takes all Salah powers.
Yeah,
Mane is the
yeah.
one who's shining right now.
That's what's going on. He say, come, die mine now.
Yeah, but he too inconsistent for me to bet on him, boy. Not me at all.
Yeah, be mine money right now. But he get you last game, you know.
I mean, he's
And I
scoring.
know, and I know
how
he
much
was going
points
to.
he making.
But yeah, um, the only
Alex
reason
is
that
a smart guy.
correct. But the
What?
only yeah, he rich, Flowers rich. But the only way I keep in the only reason I keep in Bruno is because that double game week, even though it's against when I even is against Man U, I mean against Liverpool. But yeah. So to me, so we're doing with them too. You're selling them all. You must never kind of game week.
Right, so my wildcard is going to be exploded this game week, right?
I
And
will
I
get
am
no.
I want no Arsenal players in my team, and I want no Manchester United players in my team.
But Saka's a baller to me.
Arsenal have a double game week though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's your fixtures now? What's your fixtures?
I mean, the one lose
I
against
mean,
Chelsea.
Southampton now get 6, so
Yeah, exactly. So that don't get 6. And I expecting Saka to get something in that game.
And Chelsea game, I mean, they gonna be tough boys at Derby at the end of the day, so you
And
never
Bro,
know.
they're going
yeah,
to show. I'm making this prediction, right? And I will buy lunch for Kwan and I'll post lunch over Tobago for hedge run, right? That's what I say.
Yeah.
Arsenal more than likely either winning 1-0 or dropping points with Southampton and losing to Liverpool.
well, let me tell you, I 100%
It's
point
only
with the
Chelsea they
Southampton
playing.
because I still have Broya. So
Yeah. I actually have him on my bench. I wondering if to start him, boy.
same. But I think I will. But yeah, I for one I expect an Arsenal to beat Southampton. But who knows? Who knows?
Well,
Right?
if I listen to you and keep Saka me and you go and fall out, eh?
I know Sage Odegaard. Sage, you said Odegaard? Or are you keeping him?
Nah, me ain't selling him. Well, if I sell him, might be afterwards. But if he had to be playing 2 games this week,
Yeah.
even if he ain't do nothing, if he just play like 4 points, I could take that.
To me, all right. All right.
Talk to me.
If Arsenal, what's his name again, boy? With the coach? What's his name again? All right. Anyway,
Who you talking about?
Arsenal coach,
What's this
Arteta.
guy named Arteta here?
right? So if Arteta come and play Xhaka left back again, and he start Lokonga in midfield, then Arsenal getting licks, right? But
You see what you
if he
Arsenal
play,
fans supporting what I say. You
if he
answer your
play,
question just now, Flores.
but if he play Xhaka in midfield with somebody, then I could say possible. But as of right now, I ain't nobody. So Alex said, you have no Arsenal players in the team as well? Because I mean, Saka is the only player I will trust in that team, to be honest.
Yeah. And he been on form. He been scoring.
Yeah. He could have gotten a goal last game. It's just, boy, I watch I was watching the game, 'cause I watched the latter part of the game, and what was by Nketiah was on the wing. Nketiah see Saka open and take about 2 minutes before he passed the ball to the man on the dog, and the man was open to shoot on the dog, and the man just, I was like, wow, you serious, Dan? Saka could have given me my points right there. But anyway, let me not talk about the sport shit inside. Let me move on to the next game, eh? Brentford and Watford. That Brentford win for me, no? Brentford looking too good, boy.
Yeah, I mean, I personally, like I've said, I'm not going to touch any Brentford players, especially Tony, after twice him fooling me. But he is on form, so if persons are willing to take the chance, I mean, Brentford fixtures kind of okay. So you could chance it like they're playing Watford. I think Tony and Bueno, good shouts if you want to take a chance. But me personally, I would not be touching any Brentford players. I don't care how good they're playing
Eriksen
or on form.
Eriksen changed the team, boy. Eriksen, he had a real good game last game. He just had him.
A man said Tony and Bueno is a must.
We not answering Flores and question, right?
Well, yeah, sorry, what are flowers? Yeah, so would you take a minus for any of the below? I took a minus for Shaw last game week, to be honest.
Cancelo, Laporte.
So I don't ever support minus for defenders. It do make sense because the points not even dependent on them, it dependent on somebody else now.
I only do it because I wanted search for the double game week. And I had to bring in somebody because I had an onshore defender who was not starting, which is Nori, and I have Cancelo. I mean not Cancelo. Dinier who always don't know if he injured or not, and Tierney who is injured. So I had to bring in a defender last week.
All right, so this how I just view it, right? To kind of just get a little more in depth into it. The mathematics behind a -4. If you take a -4 for a player that get 2 points, it do make sense.
I mean, I understand what you're saying.
The player playing 2 game weeks, so you might get back here, your 4.
Mm-hmm.
But is if it's worth it now, like probably because you could keep your player and get 2. And because if you get back before, you come like you get 0, you can keep your player and get 2. So it's a kind of negative taking a -4 for a player that doesn't perform. Cancelo, City playing 1 game, even though I think it's an easy game. No, City
playing Brighton. They're playing Brighton.
City playing Brighton. So you might get 6 from them, but you take -4, take 6, so it's best to keep your defense and you get 2. To me it do make sense unless scores or assists. It doesn't make sense. Barnes, Leicester playing Newcastle and Leicester playing Everton, so they have a double game week too. That might be the best bet. That might actually be the best bet, the Barnes or Saka, since they are double game weeks. I do recommend taking the minus for a 1 game week, man, because as I say, the mathematics do make sense. And that is my perspective on the list of players that you call.
Yeah, I agree with Timmy. I think I would more lean to Barnes because Leicester, I think you're more likely to get some kind of returns there as opposed to
from
the
both
Arsenal
games.
The games are a little trickier. Yeah, from the both games you could get something. From those away games, but yeah.
So I hope that was helpful.
Tony for bro, yeah, for sure.
But here we're going to Brentford, right? my perspective on Brentford. Brentford will play real good against the teams you expect them to lose against, and any teams you expect them to beat, we'll go and get shell down from the teams you expect them to beat. And you see that they play with fire for me. So it's not a bad move based on their form. It's not a bad move based on their form, but based on my expectation, them fellas can't see my team. Probably Tony, because what's his price point right now?
Tony is probably 6.7.
Probably 6 points.
I plenty, boy. I plenty, boy.
9 actually.
What? 6.9?
6.9.
Nah,
yeah, like too much. I'm not buying him for that. But no problem, brother.
So that mean he raised recently. Anybody from Watford?
That man trolling, boy. That man trolling.
Max is running away from Watford, yes? I see.
I know a certain young man from dude that's be on the podcast here brought in Kucho last week, so I mean,
and he got one.
Let's
Kucho come up and judge.
I have Saka and White on my bench. I have more confidence in White getting more points. It's versus Southampton, you might get 6 points, but the problem is that versus Chelsea, you can come and get 4 points and lose that 6 points now. So you come and get 4 goals, and lose that 6 points because Chelsea, that kind of form, I really like what I see versus Southampton. I really like what I see versus Madrid, and I feel like they have a point to prove because of how the season has been for them. So I feel like plenty people could get plenty numbers, even though the fixtures hard, which is Arsenal, West Ham, Everton, Wolves, Man U, and Watford. I still feel like the form Arsenal in going to Stamford Bridge, they could get a lick in. That's my perspective, based on the way that Chelsea play right now. Also, because I'm not going and talk about winner. So here's the thing. I'll make a joke with Kwan this week. And I say, Kwan, the way I see this winner guy playing, I feel as though I might.
You might well. Where you going?
Yeah. He might get a return. He might get a return. Because to be honest, he not looking as horrible as he was looking on the time.
He's surprising. He's surprising. Nah, what? The performance he put on against Ole, I was like, who's this guy?
Not even us alone. Even though he missed 3 chances versus Southampton, that man could have scored 5 goals in that game.
Much different. Yeah.
And it seems as though some level of confidence growing in him. And if he could keep this up, I feel like next season Lukaku could press because he will be doing it. Big man thing. Because he seems to be catching himself.
But come to me, Lukaku had to press regardless.
You're not saying Lukaku.
But I will see out my
I actually believe that the only way he goes is if he forces the move. I don't think because if we try
financially, it makes no sense.
We got to take a loss, and it might be too much big of a loss.
Exactly, it don't make any sense. What you might do is try to over the summer probably change your system in some kind of way to incorporate him,
That's
not the
what
whole system. No, well, I know you're not selling him, so he go bench and come on.
Hopefully somebody come for him, but I hoping like Kane move or something, Kane go Man U or some kind of mad seed,
and
and then
Conte compliment. Yeah.
come for him. Yeah, some
No,
kind
well,
of madness like
no,
that, boy.
Inter, I'm very, very sure Inter will want him back.
Yeah,
And
but for what price tag?
to me, if I could swap,
I think we still
Skriniar
own it.
for Lukaku, I would be doing it to me. If Inter come and say, "Yo, we'll give you Skriniar for Lukaku," I am doing it, right? Say, if Inter come and tell you that Skriniar for Lukaku, you ain't digging it.
I
Yeah.
think
I think we
Skriniar
still
going.
own them all kind of thing, so we could say, oh, we'll scratch off that day. We take a little player and we call it even, and everybody go.
And I know Flowers still here because he's a Chelsea fan. I sure if he in chat he go say he's selling Lukaku too.
No,
Right?
I understand wanting him to leave, but you had to really pay attention to how possible him leaving is.
Mm.
You know, and the thing about it is too, you can't really judge a player, to be honest, on
On
one season now.
Yeah.
Remember,
It's true,
he
it's
accustomed to the Italian brand. He had to
Mm.
change himself, his playing style. To be honest, he liked to be played to run on the ball and all that. He don't like to play his back to goal and he's but he can learn it, you know, because to be real, if Vinicius Junior's train fabric could change, anybody could change. Anybody could change if
Anyway,
Vinicius change. You
to me,
understand? So
let me get back to the FPL now.
so yeah, let me see
Right?
what going on.
On Sunday, the first game
Newcastle
on
Leicester.
Sunday, Newcastle Leicester. Right? I seen that.
We could do the 2 games one time.
Yeah, we could.
Newcastle Leicester.
So that first Newcastle game, Leicester, I could see that as a draw. Thank you, Flowers. I could see that as a draw. I could see that as
Nah.
a draw.
Mm-mm.
Right? Because why not buy? Who's scoring? Who's scoring from Leicester? Who's scoring from Newcastle?
Madison
Tell me.
scoring from Leicester.
Madison. Yeah, Madison. Madison actually have my armband right now.
Yeah, but and Newcastle keep clean sheets against Wolves. Why they can't go against Leicester?
How much?
Yeah, but-
What's Wolves expected goals this season?
Oh gosh.
No, like
Oh,
be
gosh.
real. Like talk the fantasy and be real. What is the expected goals this season from
gosh.
Wolves?
To me, Leicester has not been great unless
They're
Madison
true.
isn't playing.
They haven't. But what I think would help Leicester is getting back their wing backs. You see how they get back Castagne and Justin.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would help their attack a lot.
Yes, but Leicester also has PSV on tomorrow, right?
Thursday,
Correct, is right.
and they're playing Sunday.
And Castagne did not play this weekend. Dewberry Hall is not bad by Alex. Yeah, but Castagne did not play in the weekend game. They played Luke Thomas and James Justin. So
Luke Thomas play? Luke Thomas ain't come on?
Nah, Luke Thomas played. I watch the lineup because I wanted to buy Castagne. And I was like, what Luke Thomas doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
And then they didn't even play a proper center back playing. It was Amati and Soyuncu.
So you feel like they think. I mean, obviously the European game will be important, but they also, I mean, they can't necessarily give up on the league because
I know.
If they finish.
I think top 4 out of the side though because they are
definitely
points, right?
Definitely.
To get a European spot, that's gonna be impossible too because they are 9 points behind 8th place Wolves, right? Yes, they have 3 games in hand, but yes, they can be 9 to 1, but they still have to catch up to Man U, still catch up to West Ham, still catch up to Arsenal and Tottenham.
What are you talking about?
He talking about them making Europe for next year now.
Who's that?
Yeah.
So like
Leicester. I don't
doubt.
Yeah, I don't think Leicester need to play for. So the lineup who play against Crystal Palace, the back 4 was Luke Thomas, Soyuncu, Amati, and James. Right? And then Dewsbury Ball played as the 10 behind Daka. And Barnes in play as Ademola Lookman and Madison. I think that game tomorrow against PSV is one we gotta watch to see what the lineup is like.
Well, I already made my changes. So.
Oh shucks. And they didn't beat PSV. They didn't score any goals against PSV at
in
home.
the first leg.
Yeah, so that'll go by PSV and try to win there. So I don't think
Well, I hope they get knocked out so they can just focus on the league.
nah, they will push for it because this is the only chance of staying in Europe.
Of any
Yeah.
kind of trophy.
Yeah, because once they win Conference League, I know they're in Conference League or Europa League. Right, they're in Conference League. Once they win Conference League, they get an automatic promotion to Europa League. Right, so I think I think that they will fight for this, and they don't have much. I mean, I don't know the sides in Conference League right now. Yeah, so the sides still in Conference League to fight them for that title is Roma. The triple side name Bodo, whatever the name is. Feyenoord.
Please don't call anybody size stupid, please. Thank you.
Feyenoord and Marseille, right? So I think they should go for it. Although Roma might get them a fight, but so I don't know. I think Guinness a draw, but for the reverse fixture, the next fixture that Leicester have against Everton, I think Everton could be them too.
You feel so?
Boy,
This is Quan talking about bias, boy.
No, I'm not talking about a bias. G. I'm talking that Everton get a little bit of confidence from that Man U game. At the end of the day, it's Man U, dog.
Nah,
right?
I ain't buying that. The last time I thought Everton get a little confidence, they went the next game and get 4 from Palace.
Well,
are you real good on them?
I'm gonna say something now. When you finish, go ahead. Sorry for cutting you off. When you finish, now I'll speak.
Go ahead, Naji. Go ahead and message.
But to be honest with you, I watched that game. That game was real terrible to watch, but I watched that game. I wake up really 7:30 in the morning to watch that game. And Everton didn't really win. Man U lost. Right? To be honest with you, before the deflection goal, Man U was playing good football in the first 2 thirds, just horrible in the final third. I don't know what they was trying to do, crossing the ball to nobody in the box and that kind of stuff. But Everton was. They were horrible, boy. Even though they won, they were horrible. So I do see it as boy, Everton put on a performance versus
exactly
Man U and beat no. The man get opportunity, he shoot the fleck of a man at the goal, and man, you continue. What you want that dog on the podcast too, right? Oh, yeah.
He said, let me speak.
Yeah. So I believe that by that form that they're in, don't let her win Tiffy head.
But I don't know form. That's a lucky win.
No, I mean the form as in the messy form that they're in. Don't let the win Tiffy head. Go with the form. And I watch the game.
Yeah, I agree with the form. For sure.
Hey fellas, let me talk about the next Newcastle game day. Or they watched anybody from that first game? And them 2 games other than Madison? That first
game? I had Willock, but I sell him. Oh, I lie. I still have him. Do I? No, I sell him. I keep continuing. But Newcastle, I don't really have no consistent goals, like goal output really.
It's a hit and hope.
Yeah, so I really can't chance it now, but I don't really see anybody I can tell you right. You have options you could go it and chance it because that week when everybody went to Willock, whoever went free, I get through on the double. But as I say, you don't really have anybody consistent enough to be like, all right, for sure, this fella here, you're sure to get points.
If because he said the front, he said by
Chris Wood. Well, last weekend is not the first time Wood scoring in however long.
It's true, but I just saying that.
And that just proved my point because the goals are them coming, but just from all over.
Yeah.
Magic scene, so you really watching nobody from them. But they're home and they've been solid home, so maybe they might be.
I actually do have Fabian Shah. So I open for a clean sheet.
A clean sheet, yeah. I feel like I could get that.
I'm right, but Shah score goals sooner to me. Why you?
And yes, go ahead, yeah.
Why you in me for why?
No, it's okay, it's fine, no be tough.
Shah give me a clean sheet last week. Hey, and then
Burnley.
We didn't talk about Newcastle Palace yet.
Palace.
What do you think about that
I
one?
brought in Mateta last week on the pod. I talk about Zaha and he score.
Yeah, I have it too.
Palace in good form, so that would be an interesting game.
Yeah, so you think you think about you'll start your Palace players against
Yeah,
Newcastle?
for sure. I started Mateta against Newcastle.
Alright. I mean, well, he playing good, playing good, and I always told you on that he's a good player. When I saw him came to the league, I was like, Matita is a good scorer in the Bundesliga, and once he get the chance, he's gonna translate the same way to the Prem, right? And he's proving me right, right?
Yeah.
So I will start him too. I will. But yeah, so let me continue next game. West Ham Burnley, all the feeling there.
Boy.
This game, this game is kind of heights because Burnley's still fighting, so it could very well have an upset, a Burnley upset. In terms of West Ham assets, maybe Bowen might be the only person that kind of draw my interest. Yeah.
So to me, you are not interested in this game. What? I
It's not
expecting West Ham to be Burnley. Yeah.
I
Burnley,
expecting
I think
that too, but
Burnley
I was
were
expecting West
key at
Ham
the
to beat
moment.
Brentford too.
Nah, boy, I tell all they Brentford and I kind of and actually Vic said the right thing on the pod on Monday. Brentford against London teams, and when the person in that derby, Brentford has played out their skin, and they prove it back to back. They beat West Ham and plus they beat we. Right? I mean, yes, this game is not a derby against Watford, but who knows? The little two wins might give me a little confidence. But back to West Ham, I think in West Ham going to be Burnley because Burnley really key right now.
All right, I understand that. However, it's not just about West Ham winning now, but it's where the goals coming from. And that is the thing about fantasy. We could predict 5-0, and you could buy this person that's supposed to score all the time, and everybody score around him, and he get no points. And you had the best player on the team, and that is the thing I just can't deal with. So for West Ham, for me, I have a West Ham player. I might buy Bowen, but as Hezron said, that's the only option I might look at. Antonio, he started off hot and sweaty, and well, I don't know, the hot gone, he's just at the sweaty still. But I don't understand, boy. I really don't understand.
Anybody from Burnley? Can't scroll on. Let me see the next. We could discuss the next Burnley game one time.
Hold on, I go up on that page. Right, Burnley Southampton.
Southampton.
That game is a very shaky game. Both of them in shit right now.
Sure. Burnley.
But it's true to me. Who you expecting to win that game? Tell me who you expecting to win that game.
Southampton.
And like my dog and all saying.
I feel Burnley winning that, boy. Burnley sticking out 1-0 at home and beat Southampton.
Tell him again, Rico. Tell him that game really shaky.
Is there any Burnley asset that you all feel might be willing? Maybe if, like, for example, Timmy, who have a wild card, you considering any Burnley players to train your team just because they're playing 2 games?
I'll tell you, just give me 1 second, right?
Timmy.
No, 1 second. 1 second. Nah, I don't just like to talk now, right? Because you see, I don't really punt, right? Mm-hmm. Unless like I don't have like if I see Norwich in a horrible form and I see Liverpool playing Norwich, I might want to triple up or something. I will punt for that. But for these kind of teams, I don't punt and hope and pray because these teams is flatter to deceive. Like and deceive you make you feel, they can do something and then fail. So I don't really punt with these teams. So I wouldn't just bring in. So I watch not their fixtures at the moment. They're playing Wolves. They're playing 1 second. Watford.
That's nice.
And Aston Villa. Nah, I good. I could. I don't want none. I could. I don't like to. I don't like to make plans for my transfers now, boy. If you understand where I'm coming from, like I know people who they say I'll put in a player this week and then I'll take out him next week. But what I just do is basically if you have one transfer, then next week if an injury happen in your team, you don't have to forget your game plan and fix the injury, or forget the injury and fix the game plan. And you see, you never know how things go. A man can come and get COVID, and so I don't like to make plans for my transfer the week before. I like to leave my transfer, see what's going on, and have my transfer to you. So I wouldn't bring in a player like that for 1 week.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, we are not being mentioned in our game. Right? Because our game is all over the place.
But I don't understand you, Kwan.
So,
What game is that? Liverpool, Man U?
we're not talking about Burnley Southampton. We just figure in our game.
I thought you had moved on already. Sorry, I thought you had moved on already.
We don't know. So Liverpool, Man U. The Tuesday.
Salah hat trick all over again.
Brother, Salah's got a hat trick. I am done. But Salah is not going to score a hat trick. He's not going to play.
I don't feel like this game will have as much goals as
last time.
I'm probably thinking. Nah, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Serious.
Man, he was horrible.
Maguire starting. Serious. Alright.
To be just true, eh?
Maguire have one in him all the time, boy. I sure about that. One in him for sure.
Tim's boss Maguire.
Excuse what you say?
He say Maguire go and get back up.
Maguire.
I agree, but it
sure.
might be one or two. No, I don't see as much goals as Hedron thing.
You don't think it's four?
No, it depends on who the starting trio is. If the starting trio is Mane, Salah, and Diaz, man, you good for about 5.
I agree. But if it isn't, I don't think they're getting that.
Then you wouldn't be as bad. Once Diaz starting in that front three, problems.
Yeah. And he writed to me. Money back for car on the last front three.
Them cannot stop he and Wan Bissaka.
You see what we don't pay attention to, right? What we don't pay attention to is that games like this make players raise their level. So, for example, I always use. I watch La Liga. I always
raise the level last game.
That was when that was.
They underestimate that
last season. You see last season when everybody was underestimating Man U in the big games and they was beating all the big teams. Yeah. That way out, that gone, that powers they done. It done.
Tell them AJ.
Looks like peas. I know step up. That team in shambles. You see Ronaldo batting out you man full out. He had no kind of mad thing, but they're gone dog.
I doubt he's staying next season. I
they have a new manager, you say. Because let's see what the manager brings to the table.
You feel right? I feel is MLS fit.
Nah, he's still competitive, boy. If he leaving, I ain't feeling good. He ain't ready for MLS yet.
Cristiano in MLS, dog. It's a trick every game.
Them men go frustrate you, boy. Them go frustrate you. That quality even worse than Man U.
And that's what I was not going to say. So you leaving
Manchester United to go and struggle. I wouldn't say that, brother. Some of them MLS.
No, when I say the quality was in the sense that he coursing on Man U players for not being able to make certain passes, they can't find him. You see pointing and asking them, dog. Let's go one on my head.
Yeah,
I don't think
MLS more open, MLS not like Premier League.
Like you score a lot of goals.
Yeah, so
fair enough.
But MLS have men like Carlos Vela looking like a god. You ever watch Carlos Vela? Like a god down there, dog.
The dog beast.
Yeah.
Chicharito and all went out now and shining.
It has space. And that needs to be scoring for fun down there. So if Cristiano go down there, it could be the same way.
He would dominate for sure. But I just think he be competitive nature. He don't feel that he done now, boy. Yeah. So I think he will still try to play at that top level, whether it be, if it's not as Man U, he might try to
I sure he regrets not going to City now.
Probably.
I want loyalty does get you.
Very good way. Anyway, so whoever will be targeted from that game, we don't have already, which is
basically
Salah, Trent, or Rabo or whoever.
Robertson,
Yeah.
Mane.
And well, me and Timmy and Mane, man. I can't see.
Ronaldo,
Me and
Bruno,
Timmy, my wild card boss.
Sancho.
I don't know man. All
right, Naji. All right. So let me move on to the next game now, because Timmy getting upset. Right, next game, Chelsea Arsenal. Chelsea coming off of some good form, but Chelsea also has Crystal Palace on Sunday. So I can't say who's going to start that game. I can't say who I'll pick from that game to start. Probably the only person who I think might be safe to play that game is probably Riga. Other than that, I don't know.
I don't think it would. I think because remember we still kind of fighting for top 4.
Yeah.
So I don't think it would have a lot of rotation. I think it would be a strong team.
Yeah. And I don't think we might get much fight from Palace because they're not going to have Gallagher. So
Right.
yeah, so it's possible that
Wait, he can't play in the FA Cup neither?
No. We tell them no.
That rule is real garbage though, but
no, I like it too. I like it too.
I don't find it garbage, but we don't go into that.
I like it too. Right, we could talk about that next time on our next pod. Anyway, so anybody you all watching anybody else on Chelsea? You keep an avoid in your wild card to me?
Yes, I am.
All right. That's what I like to hear. My boy,
because remember, my wild card is a long-term movie for the rest of the season.
All right, that's what I like to hear.
When Chelsea suffering, he just signs to the score now.
Yeah, it's true. You're right. What about you, Sage? Anybody watching from those fixtures?
I would have liked if I hadn't made the mistakes the last 2 weeks, I would have already have Havertz in my team. But because different things happen, it kind of make it difficult now. Who knows? I might sell Salah for Havertz, but
what?
if I feel it while. But I have Rudiger. I have Rudiger. So that's really my only Chelsea asset right now.
Yeah.
You see this week's games.
Mount looking good as well. If you're interested in a midfielder, Mount looking really good.
Yeah, because it's because of the formation change. Because that he's more inside now. He's playing in a more natural position. Yeah. I think it's working for Timo and Kai.
Correct. But what we have to remember is Mount now come off a playing. He played the whole game versus
True. That's why I think he wouldn't play against Palace.
I was not going to say that. He played the whole game versus Southampton, and then he played versus Madrid. Yeah, correct. Yeah. I can't see him coming and play. Even if he plays against Palace, for sure he benches versus Well, in my opinion, most likely benches versus Arsenal. Or he might get a half or something, and then he'll go and get 1 point. So, in my opinion, I would stay away from that. As they can say, the Chelsea assets kind of shaky right now due to the runner fixtures. Probably after we could look into them. But right now, I wouldn't really tell anybody running on any Chelsea player.
Yeah. Unless it's Timo Werner.
I never said that. I can't put words in my mouth.
But to me, you say you're going to run on Timo.
It's me. That was a personal choice.
So to me, you really feel
boy. The truth is, I whiling, right? I whiling. I've been real whiling. Everybody else, I whiling. The thing, no, he hasn't impressed me. He did. I was fighting him down for the game versus Southampton because the chances that he missed were too easy, in my opinion, were too easy. But then he came and he played against us, and he didn't play bad in that game. And I feel as though there's some sort of confidence. But right now, where my FPL team is at, due to my little hiatus, and think I'm not going and gamble that kind of that kind of move. But if people could afford it, like that guy who have a certain money to have Kane and Salah and this one and that one, he could take a little chance, and it might pay off because he ain't looking bad, to be honest.
FPL give out everybody 100 million, he have 200 million. You're rich. But yeah, So then we can continue this game because we are not much to say about that one. We were actually the next game because
I think we talk about the
game.
Leicester Everton, yeah.
Yeah. So I was actually told to talk about this.
Kevin De Bruyne injury.
Yeah. So Kevin, yeah, you and message in the group. You will say, please tell the people that Kevin De Bruyne had come off injured today. I'm
Big
not
up
too.
you and the pod god.
I'm not too sure how serious
The
it is.
severity, yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
see,
haven't seen anything about it today. I probably could look it up now. I'm going to go on Twitter. Let me see what they're saying. KDP injury. Um, they said he went off with an ankle injury, and ice was being applied. So we'll have to watch that. But that game is on Wednesday, so who knows?
Mm.
All right. I know he probably wouldn't risk it for the Liverpool game on Saturday. He probably will play Gundogan and whoever. So but yeah, if I wasn't anybody for that Man City game, it would most likely be KDB because he's on form.
Yeah.
And well, you can't predict anybody else in that team. It's kind of hard,
Nope.
right? You have Cancelo and possibly KDB, but you're not sure when Mahrez gonna start. You're
But
not
the
sure
thing
when
is,
Foden gonna start.
this is just my opinion. Please nobody don't hold me to this. I feel like because of how tight the schedule is, because you're gonna see who Pep played today, you would see who Pep will play Saturday, and it will kind of give you an idea closer to the date as to who he might play. Now it does never be something that's guaranteed, but he has a somewhat way in which he does his rotations and how he gives minutes. Now it might be something set in stone, but you could watch if this because I've never actually seen certain players play 3 games in a row. They always be rotated, so you could pay attention to the lineups for the games and use that as a guide if you want to take a little chance with a City player. But
So
as far as
so it's what you are saying here is that you have figured out
no,
feel like
come now, man. Why you keep doing that? Why you keep doing that in front of the people? I don't understand. Why you keep doing that? What I'm saying is, well,
You
this is
can
my
kind of
method.
guess who would start.
Yeah, this is how I do it, and I catch him a couple of times well this season with it based on watching the lineups for certain games, the amount of minutes certain players play, and making moves based on that. And well, also because I realize he's trying to get food and plenty more playing time and all that. So you could pay attention to certain things and make choices based on that. I'm not saying it's guaranteed to work, but it's my method.
I think he will start the same lineup he started in the league. Just the only difference is if De Bruyne really injured, then Gundogan got just come in field. So it'll be Gundogan, Rodri, and Silva in midfield. Jesus, Sterling, and Foden on top.
yeah, we go see. We go see. But I find that hard to predict. But Brighton ain't getting nothing on this game. I can tell you that. Brighton ain't getting nothing on this game. City
Nada.
have City have to win. City have to win. So City will be going.
They will win. At
Yeah,
home,
yeah,
they will win. They will
About
yeah.
win.
three,
City
four,
going to
two.
be.
Mm-hmm.
They might even be about 6.
And then depending on how much or if Spurs beat Brighton bad, City might just
Mm-hmm.
make the week a little worse.
They might. It's possible that they could get double
Yeah.
digit goals
Over the
in
two
one game
games,
week. Yeah.
yeah. Very possible.
Jeez, boy. That's very tough, yes.
Telling her.
Luckily Brighton safe. But yeah, so that is basically the last game
Right.
we are touching for the game week, for the double game week. Um, what you all watching for transfers, guys? What transfers you all thinking about? With me, I wild card.
They say Brighton going and upset City. They upset Arsenal, now they gonna upset City.
You see that?
I don't know. I think somebody say that.
Nah,
All right, who's that person that cracking?
My transfers. I'm already made my transfers because I was
Mm.
just frustrated of forgetting every week. So I just bring in the players and them that I wanted to bring in, which was in effort for this week anyways. Last week and this week, which was Madison, Castagna, and Mateta.
All right.
So
Well, to me, I don't know what I'm doing yet. I want to get out dinner. Actually,
you should. You definitely should.
I was thinking about probably taking a minus. So I'm playing by bench boost, but I'm not sure about that yet. And then I was also saying SL Dinia, right? Let me go back on my team. SL Dinia, I don't think it's making much sense now because I'm going to sell him and possibly bench the man anyway who are buying because
Mm.
my team is for the so my team for the game coming up is Laurie Single, double game Shaw, Trent, Cancelo, the midfielders Barnes, Kuluskevi, Saka, Fernandez, Bowen, and then the final way to bring on Matita. But it's for who? And I have Broha and Kane. So let's say I sell Digne. Who are you gonna bring in for? And who are you going to buy if I sell Digne and bring in? Because I don't when I could just leave it Digne right there and get two transfers and and
I think that might be the better shout, because
yeah,
you have 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4 double game week players.
yeah, I do 4.
So I think that's a good idea. Roll it transfer, and then next week you can
Sorry,
be
no,
able
4,
to make
5. 5 I have 5 double gaming players. That's Shaw,
right.
Barnes, Saka, Fernandez, and Broha. So yeah, I think any same. I think in just
Roll it.
roll the transfer, leave them right there, and call a judge. Yeah, because I do really have to. I make sure last game you that set up myself properly that for the double game week, so I wouldn't have a fight up. And then
Yeah.
next week I could always see. I think next week if we'll actually have a easier game. Nice,
Villa playing Leicester.
it's Leicester. No, it's some 35. The fixtures kind of ease up with
Yeah, they get
games.
Norwich. That's why, because I was
Yeah.
gonna sell Coutinho, to bring in Madison, but then when I looked at the fixtures, I say, you know what? Although as Villa been kind of shaky,
Yeah,
Coutinho has been playing well.
yeah.
So I
So
say, you know what? Let me.
my plan was to get him out since last game week, bring in Bowen, and when 34th come back, which is the
Bring
Norwich
him back.
game, yeah, bring him back. I know how I feel about that yet, but
Yeah.
I will see. But I think I'll roll into it. I think that's the plan.
We know Timmy going on wild card.
Yeah.
But
It would have been
that's
nice. It would have been nice if he could have given you a white card draft, but I don't think he even planned that properly yet.
What I do
And
is I waiting for all the football to finish first, and then I will sit down and
yeah, but to me, when you have a wild card, you just play around with a wild card
no, I played around with it, but
until
I ain't played around with
yeah.
it enough for it to be shown now, boy. Yeah, so, so
You're
yeah.
not sure. You're not sure if you could give you a just an indication of who you have.
I didn't prepare for this, Anico.
prepare.
I didn't prepare for that, Anico, on the pond. But to be honest with you, my team didn't have some very vital players, so it's obvious that they going first, and I'm building around them, and that's why I don't want to share because
Yeah.
basically it's wrong Spurs assets I believe because Spurs fixtures to the remainder of the season. I don't care if they blank versus Brighton, which I do expect them to. They still have every fixture is a good fixture. I expect them to beat Leicester bad as well. Um, so for me, it's really building my team around the Spurs assets. And then I'm trying to gain some double gaming players as well who have good fixtures coming up. So that's why I say I really want to take time. I don't want to come and share anything about it just yet. Right? Because I'm unsure. I'm up in the air about the moves that I want to make.
All right, makes sense. Makes sense. All right, no problem. We understand. We understand. All right, guys. Sounds like where we reach at the end of the show. Thanks for tuning in. Because we actually have no questions. Actually, I could be wrong. I don't know if anybody want to ask anything before we leave, but as of now, we have no more questions. So thanks for listening. Hope we'll have a great game week. I really open for one. So green arrows everybody and have a good night. Peace out.
Great night,
Pleasure.
everyone.
Yeah, man. Good pod.